Welcome back to another one. Look, we are rattling through them now. I'm not going to hold you too long. This one is about the sacrifice I made. I had an Ask Me Anything podcast special, but it was a very long one. So there were certain things in there that I really wanted to draw out. And the one that I got the most feedback on was the sacrifice that I made in completing my challenge. Working two jobs for the best part of 2 years with a view to see what I could do on the other end. It changed everything. Look, I'm not going to go into it too much, but the feedback I got on this was outstanding, and it was the standout thing from that particular episode. So I'm going to run it in here as a special. Look, it's the usual thing: like, comment, subscribe. I'm not going to waste your time with any of that anymore. Can we roll it, please? Looking back, what sacrifices have you made for your entrepreneurial goals? And knowing what you know now, would you have done anything differently? It's a bit cheeky. That's two questions. Let's go to the first part, shall we? What sacrifices have you made for your entrepreneurial goals? It's funny, right? Because when you're going in it and when you're in the day to day, you're making small decisions. I purposely don't look too far in the distance because it can become overwhelming. If someone said to me, Des, you're going to start a podcast and in 18 months' time, you're going to be supported by Seller Amsas and you're going to be charting in the entrepreneur category, beating people like Rob Moore and Simon Squibb. That would have blown my mind and I probably would have fallen over and I would have never have got going. The weight of expectation. A bit like when Bill and Ted find out that they're going to be rock stars from the future and they don't bother to learn the guitar. That's exactly where I'm at. But looking back, I've sacrificed nearly everything. Honestly, if you think about it, my time. What do you do with your time? Because for 2 years, I did nothing but work with my time. And that meant sacrificing time with the children with the view that in the long term, I'm going to spend more and more time with them. And that did come true. But for the first 2 years, no, I was working every night. Even on my days off, I was working because we were building something. And in entrepreneurial world, it's not about clocking off to spend time. It's about making the most of the opportunities you've got there and then. And we were seizing as many opportunities as we could. So I had to sacrifice my time. I didn't go out very often. I would go out to live music with my brother from time to time, but that was only a handful of times a year. Time with my parents. When you think about everything that you do with your time, yeah, I sacrificed all of that. Health, I would say. Nice meals, dinners, healthy cooking. And I know it's easy if you prep it and stuff like that, but I spent all my time on this. Convenience food became the way forward. And what does convenience food do? Bloody hell. It ruins your waistline. So if you go back to when I started, I've put on a bit of timber since then. It's no exaggeration to say that the person that I was has gone. You wouldn't define me as somebody that was hardworking. You wouldn't define me as someone that was driven. That someone that had infinite patience for the things that are coming down the track, for this confidence, for this manifestation mindset. I wasn't known for that. I was the guy floating along. I was the good time guy. I was the guy that could turn up at a party because Des always turns up at a party and Des always does this, this, and this. Des has always got a story. In 2 years now, my self-identity, internally and externally, has flipped 180. So I sacrificed that guy and I like that guy. It just so happens I like this guy even more. Isn't that amazing, really? I love doing this. You can sit and just reflect, and the words that pour out of your mouth, they sort of surprise you a little bit. But that's exactly what did happen. Don't get me wrong, when I go out, I can still have a story. I can still have a chat and a drink. But working now, this business is living, breathing thing that takes over. It's the last thing before bed. It's the first thing in the morning. I'm dreaming about opportunities coming down the line. And I know Claire's the same. Me and her have conversations and we catch ourselves and go, whoa, can you imagine us having this conversation last year? We have sacrificed everything about who we were. Everything that was self-identifiable. Wow. And I'm really glad that I did. Knowing what I know now, would I have done anything differently? Yes. I would have plugged into my mindset earlier. That's the thing. It's funny because every time I do an Ask Me Anything, this question always comes up, and I think my answer's been different every single time. The biggest thing holding me back, continually holding me back, even now, there's an element. I mean, not so much. I'm much more confident now than I was, say, 6 months ago. But I think if I'd have just plugged into my brain sooner, I would have been wiser to opportunities that I took that probably wasted my time and probably held me back because I'm so grateful that someone could offer me something so lovely. Yes, I'll have it. And then in hindsight, that one wasn't necessarily for me and it doesn't really align with my values. I wish I had this strength of character earlier on. And that probably would have meant going to therapy a lot sooner, finding a manifestation coach like Lydia a bit sooner, doing more for my mindset. Because the stronger you are, the stronger willed you are, you can see opportunities that come down the line, regardless of their stature or their weight or the person that's offering them to you. You don't have to say, that guy's awesome, I'm going to take everything that he says. No. Whatever opportunity comes down the line, take it, look at it objectively, think about the things that align with you, and then decide. Thanks for coming back, and thank you for continuing to put your time and faith in me. Look, the like, comment, subscribe functions always there, and the notification thing. Drop me a comment, please. Let me know what you think of these. Let me know what else you want me to talk about, because I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve here, and I'm determined to provide you with as much value and as much insight as I can into what it took for me to do that with a couple of £100 back in 2022 to a place now where we're having the best Christmas ever in 2024. Thank you very much. Take care.